Happy Tuesday, happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing on this Tuesday than trading. Let's go to first look at which stock had the most flow. Let's start with C. C, there was no real flow. CVX, there's a lot of flow here. Intel, no real flow. Mark, no real flow. Some flow, but not as much as CVX. Uber, no real flow, and Walmart, no real flow. I'd give it to CVX if I was going to say anything. Here's the first bar, but you get a bull 180 right here, bull 180, perfect position, most powerful opportunity. Ride that all the way up, line it with the 8, and you got a great trade right here. That would have been the best play from the day. Let's look at our trades that we did. Again, we're doing us a little early before the market really closes just because we have some other priorities to do today. Let's look at C. We start the start. We got in C. Let's say FAB 4 here, position 1. Position 2, position 3, we're going to say position 2, elephant bar, and we look to the left, it's free space, we got in here, went down, set our stop wasn't hit, got out right about here, it's just we didn't think we had enough oomph or enough momentum to really get a higher high, so once we got that higher high, we got out from this point. If we keep going down it, let's say we would have took this bar right here. We have a tail bar right here. That would have been a nice tail bar. Set the stop right above the tail bar. Maybe we get out, but then we have a tail bar with torpedo. So maybe we get back in, or you get back in on this tail bar right here. Either or. We would have gave it 2 tries, and then goes down. What we tried to do is we tried to play this up. We were looking at this 5 minute, can't lie. So, in a couple of our previous trades, this would go up, down, and then it would ride that. And it looks like this just turned around on us. So, we tried to do a color change right here. Did a color change, bought more into it when we got a red bar takeout. We were profitable, but it just didn't continue. Got out. Then we tried it one more time, and then we got out here, which that's a little late, but it's around the same position we got in. Then we got another bull 180 right here. We tried to try that again, and that just didn't seem to work. So we were profitable, and then we just got out as soon as it hit us on turning around. So that was kind of what we were looking at with C. We keep going, we keep going, we keep going. That's a pretty serious drop right here, but there's no indication anywhere else of anything. Keep in mind, we want to layer our opportunities to get the best opportunities. We tried to take this position. We considered that a tail bar or a color change off of a flat 200. It was a profitable, and then we got this bar right here. That's a sail bar. It's an elephant bar. It takes out all of this data right here. With that being the case, probably should have sold into it. Didn't really think of that at that time. Had we have sold into it, that's a nice little trade right here. But we tried to do it on the color change here, and then we tried to sell more on an additional color change here, and that didn't go down on us, so we got out right here. I still like that trade with it being around the 200. Keep in mind our greatest trades come off the 200, so that's really what we want to leverage. But it went against us, and we got one of those little indicators right here with the 20. So that's usually an indicator it's going to go higher on the other side. Do we have a buy signal here? Do we have a buy signal? I think we could look at that right there as a topping tail bar. Set the stop right here. Let's see what it does. And get you to right about there. Keep in mind the day's not over yet, but that's what that would have been. Let's go to the next one, CVX. CVX, we didn't get into that. We missed this, but we should have got that. That should have been the bull 180. That was around 9:36, only 8 minutes into it. We were in another trade, but still should have got that right there. That's our best play. Bull 180. And then how do you find the top? Don't really see any indicator there at the top. Might have took that as a pullback. And then here, that's 50%, 1/3 in the top third, so maybe it goes higher. It does go higher, so then we take our profits on the higher note. We saw this sell right here. We saw that sell as an opportunity to sell. So we were looking at, hey, this took out all this. It's a previous point of resistance. Let's hop in the sell. We sell here, goes up, sell more, and it just doesn't flow down. It just doesn't flow down. And keep in mind that the 20 is a straight line. That means it's probably going to oscillate from here to here. So probably not the best sell to get into. We got out right here, which was a good indicator to get out. We didn't lose more than one bar. And we keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Do we have another buy indicator? I think we could say that this was a topping tail bar, or this was a topping tail bar right here. And had we have taken that topping tail bar right there, it's away from the 20, it's away from the 200. The 20 always comes back to the 200. We would have sold right there, and then probably come back here. And we sold here on this color change of the red, taking out the green. But keep in mind, you really want to sell on something like this. You want to sell near the 20. If you see it right here, that's more of the better color change. We do take a additional add position here. And then we get another, sell another 20 here. We don't take that one. We make the mistake of getting out here. We had just been in the trade for a long time, which isn't a real indicator that you should get in it unless it's been like 12 plus bars and you get no movement. And we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So maybe we can say that, but as soon as we got this right here, we should have sold right there, because that's a mini bull 180 or a color change right on the 20. And what happens with that, it just falls, and that would have been a great trade right there that we could have taken advantage of. Next trade's going to be Merck. We start out here. this is what Oliver talks about of, hey, here's my Fab 4, and with the Fab 4 it starts above and it goes through it. Usually with that, it's going to go one way or the other way. This one went up, then it went down, and then up. I just wanted to avoid it because that's the best scenario, just to avoid it. But we were looking right here where you had the previous close of day and you got a green bar off of it, and I was debating on taking that elephant right here and riding this. That's a nice little whale we would have caught. Didn't do that. But that is an opportunity you could look at. This cuts into the 20, but it doesn't really respect the 20, so nothing there. We take this position right here as a sell. We saw that sloping, the 20 sloping, and then we saw a red bar take out of a green bar. These tail bars gave us a little hesitation to take it, but we took it. And as soon as it went against us, and it wasn't too long, we got out. So we considered that a good trade. But if you keep looking, eventually it does go down a little bit. And now on the upward side, you might take this tail bar right here, set your stop, try to ride that up, because that's on the flat 200 position of power. Those are our best moves. The next trade that we're looking at is Uber. Uber, you have a flat state, you have a 1, a 2, it's opening in position 3, so you really just want to play it down. You get the tail bar here, but then as soon as you get the tail bar, it cuts up to open to it. So you're not really, you only want to really play it down. Do you get an opportunity? Maybe you get this tail bar here to play it down, but I would have avoided that. Or just know that it didn't really gain anything here unless you played it down to here. So the most you could have really expected was probably a 50% here, which would have been nice, but this bar right here would have given me pause. Keep in mind, this bar at this point right here would have been the greatest resistance, the top of that bar. And that's where you see it had difficulty getting out. As soon as you got that sell on it or under it, that's when it was able to make the move. But even that move was short-lived. Now you get the peekaboo inside. We're looking for something that respects it. Don't really get that. Maybe you play this tail bar up, but at the same time, this is acting like a 20. So this is really a case and scenario where you can just avoid this stock. You're not going to get too many fluid movements. But we didn't really pay attention to that. We saw this move right here as a sell, so we tried to sell into it and sell more, and it went against us and we got out. The next I would say stock would be Intel. We didn't really trade Intel. We have a elephant bar off of a 20, but it's been riding down this whole time, and it seems as if the 20 went flat. So when the 20 goes flat, you can only oscillate between the two. but you could have took this right here. That would have been a nice take off the 20 and let this ride. See if you got anything on the 8. Would have been a nice hold. Now you broke into it. Let's see if you get a 20 MA halt. No, don't really get the 20 MA halt. The 20's flat again, so it's probably just going to be flat. No real motion, no real movement. And that's kind of where we are for the day. The other stock would be Walmart. This one goes again with the opening right here. I'd say it's a crash, but what's it crashing into? It's not really it's crashing into the previous close of day, and then it goes up, and then you get a color change here. That would have been a nice sell to the 200. Oliver said this was a good play to look at. So moving forward, a high tail bar above the 200 and the 20 with space away is a nice sell, and you could add right here or try to add here. That wouldn't have been the greatest add, but right here you get a little bit distance away from it, and then of course it looks like you could have played the flat 200 with the tail bar and played that. That's like a whale as well. Seems like a lot of movement on Walmart for the day. You get this peaked in and supported the 20 MA halt. You could have stopped there, played that down. Keep in mind the best plays are on the flat 20. So we broke it, came back up, got a cut here. Probably would have set the stop there. We have support here. We have support here. We have the Egyptian cotton right here in this zone. So we would have had a nice little area of support holding it. And this just rips down. And that would have been a great way to end the day or end the trade. So those are the trades we made today. It's not the end of the day. Might make some more. But just wanted to get the video done before we headed to the game today. So have a nice one. Till next time.